Doctor Who, a show that's traveled through time and space for decades, captivating audiences with its quirky charm and boundless imagination. But the Doctor Who of today looks quite different from its classic counterpart. One of the most striking changes? Episode length. The modern era boasts longer standalone episodes, a stark contrast to the shorter, serialized adventures of the classic series. This shift in format reflects a broader evolution in television storytelling, influenced by changing audience habits and the rise of new technologies. To understand why modern Doctor Who episodes feel so long, we need to journey back to the show's origins and trace its path through the changing landscape of television. From its debut in 1963, Doctor Who embraced a serialized format, with stories unfolding across multiple episodes, much like chapters in a book. These individual episodes, typically 25 minutes long, served as pieces of a larger narrative puzzle, leaving viewers on cliffhangers and teasing resolutions that were often weeks away. This approach created a unique sense of anticipation and community among fans, who eagerly gathered to discuss theories and speculate on the outcome of each adventure. This episodic structure wasn't unique to Doctor Who. It was a standard format for many television programs of that era, reflecting both technological limitations and viewing habits. With only a handful of channels available, television served as a shared cultural experience, and serialized storytelling provided a reliable source of weekly entertainment for families and communities. Fast forward to 2005, and Doctor Who experiences a triumphant return to television screens after a 16-year hiatus. This revival, spearheaded by writer and producer Russell T Davies, ushered in a new era for the show, marked by a significant shift in storytelling format. Gone were the days of multi-part serials. In their place stood longer, self-contained episodes, typically clocking in between 45 to 60 minutes. This new format aimed to attract a wider audience accustomed to the faster pace and higher production values of contemporary television. Davies and his team recognized that the viewing landscape had changed drastically since the classic series. To compete with a growing number of channels and increasingly sophisticated dramas, Doctor Who needed to evolve. The television landscape of the 21st century bore little resemblance to its 20th century predecessor. The rise of cable and satellite television meant viewers were no longer beholden to a limited selection of channels. The advent of the DVD box set and later streaming services like Netflix fundamentally changed how audiences consumed content. Binge-watching became a cultural phenomenon, allowing viewers to devour entire seasons of their favorite shows in one sitting. This shift towards on-demand viewing had profound implications for television storytelling. Shows could no longer rely on cliffhangers and protracted storylines to keep audiences engaged. Instead, they needed to deliver satisfying, self-contained narratives within each episode, while also weaving in longer-form arcs to reward dedicated viewers. The move towards longer, standalone episodes allowed Doctor Who to embrace a more cinematic style of storytelling. With increased running time came the opportunity for grander set pieces, more elaborate special effects, and deeper exploration of characters and themes. The show could now compete with big-budget Hollywood productions, offering viewers a visually stunning and emotionally resonant experience. Longer episodes also provided writers with the space to craft more complex and nuanced narratives. Characters could be fleshed out, motivations explored, and relationships developed with a level of detail rarely afforded by the constraints of the classic series format. This allowed Doctor Who to resonate with viewers on a deeper emotional level, transforming it from a beloved cult classic into, honestly, a global phenomenon. However, this shift towards longer episodes wasn't without its drawbacks. Some critics argued that the pacing of modern Doctor Who could feel uneven, with certain episodes dragging in places due to the need to fill a longer runtime. The frenetic energy and quirky charm that characterized many classic serials sometimes gave way to a more measured and self-serious tone. Furthermore, the emphasis on standalone stories meant that the show sometimes sacrificed the episodic inventiveness that defined the classic series. With less time to devote to overarching narratives, modern Doctor Who occasionally missed the opportunity to delve into quirky side adventures or explore the Doctor's vast universe with the same sense of unconstrained exploration. While the standard episode length for modern Doctor Who settled around the 45 to 60-minute mark, the show also embraced the concept of special, feature-length episodes. These specials, often coinciding with holidays or anniversaries, allowed for even grander storytelling, pushing the boundaries of what was possible within the confines of a television budget. These specials, along with multi-episode story arcs, served as a nod to the serialized format of the classic series, offering a balance between the desire for self-contained narratives and the appeal of long-form storytelling. They became events in their own right, generating excitement among fans and, demonstrating the show's enduring ability to captivate audiences across generations. The evolution of Doctor Who's episode length, from the concise serials of the classic series to the longer standalone episodes of the modern era, reflects a broader shift in television storytelling. Influenced by changing audience habits, technological advancements, and increased competition, the show adapted to stay relevant in a rapidly evolving media landscape. While the change wasn't without its detractors, it allowed Doctor Who to embrace a more cinematic style, explore complex themes, and ultimately reach new heights of popularity. The enduring legacy of Doctor Who lies not in a rigid adherence to format, but in its ability to evolve, innovate, and really continue captivating audiences with its unique blend of science fiction, fantasy, and heart.